Hello and welcome to 30 something, my journey to financial freedom. Just a quick disclaimer, this video is purely my personal opinion, no way meant to be personal financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please seek financial advice prior to making any financial decisions based off the information provided in this video. Now let's get on to the fun stuff. I'm a 30 something year old doctor from New South Wales, Australia. I enjoy things like gymnastics and running and being active in my spare time. I've started this journey towards financial freedom about a year ago with lots and lots of just looking and reading and listening to podcasts about financial freedom. So here I am actually taking the steps. I grew up in a large family with 5 other siblings and myself and my mum and dad. We were not particularly well off, but also we had enough to have the basics that we needed, as well as do a few extracurricular activities. Finances weren't really spoken about in our family, and it wasn't really encouraged in that way. So as soon as I was 15 years old and was able to get a casual job, I did so. Some would say I was stingy with my $20 a week budget. However, I think I was just quite frugal. By 19 years old, I had 3 casual jobs, 2 in aged care and 1 as coaching gymnastics, as well as work doing full-time university. Obviously, this kept me pretty busy, and I did save up quite some money. I also bought a brand new car for the first time, whether or not that was a good decision. As you can see, I had a few ups and downs throughout my early 20s with starting and stopping university degrees and jobs. I did manage to just maintain kind of a reasonable lifestyle, move out of home, but I definitely wasn't particularly well off while studying full-time, which kept me pretty busy. I eventually finished my undergraduate degree and then started a master's degree, which has given me a very large HECS debt. And I didn't end up using my master's degree, but I did continue to work pretty hard throughout these years and save a little bit of money prior to starting medical school back in the early 2015. Upon medical school, having jobs as well as medical school became actually quite a bit harder at this time, because they just really expect you to work very, very hard, long hours, lots of study outside of uni. And it was quite overwhelming at the time, to be honest. By the time I was in second year of uni, I was pretty much not working at all, except occasional shifts in aged care during my uni breaks, just to kind of boost up my money so I could pay bills like my car registration. This was some of the most stressful years of my life, and I didn't realise how much having not enough money to even eat week to week really affected my mental health. But on reflection back, it really was a thing, and I've kind of designated that I just don't ever want to be in that place again in my life where I was so stressed about money. And during the 3rd year of my medical degree, I ended up moving back where I was living prior to be part of a rural medical school, and I recommenced my casual job I had prior to starting medical school. This was super helpful for not only my mental health, but also my bank account, and I managed to save up quite a few $1,000s. That helped me kind of settle when I started working full-time a year and a half later. At age 29, I became a junior doctor working in the hospital. This was my first full-time job and my first real job, as some would say, where I was actually earning a decent income that I could easily live off. I did, however, start the year with quite a lot of debt, thanks to moving houses after so many years of studying full-time and not having a job. And therefore, it did take me quite a while to kind of pay back the cost of furniture and moving and bond. I'll talk about this a bit further in future videos and kind of just leave it at that for today. But it has been quite a journey to get to this point in my life where I'm now working full-time and have been for 2 years, and my money story has become a little bit more positive and less, not negative, just less of a struggle now that I'm working full time, but it's taken a lot of time to get to that point. So next I wanted to talk about some of the influences I have had on this journey so far. There's too many to talk about, but The Barefoot Investor was the first book I read just over a year ago initially. I then started listening to lots of podcasts like She's on the Money, Dev Raga Personal Finance is one of my favourites, My Millennial Property and My Millennial Money. I also started watching lots of YouTube videos about different financial things. What's called New Money Now was probably the first one I stumbled across. Warren Buffett, who I have found very inspirational. And then there's also now Graham Stephan on YouTube, who's a millionaire in his 20s, who I just, it's so inspirational. So this YouTube journey is just another way to kind of help other people get to where I am now, where I'm much more financially secure. Although it's not perfect and it's still a work in progress, I'd love for people to join me in this journey, because I've such enjoyed journeying with other people on YouTube. I'm no pro at the YouTube thing. I'm no pro at making videos, so I apologise for the quality of this one, but hopefully we'll learn, and I'll learn together with other people on how to make this better, more interesting and more inviting, and there'll be less just stumbling with my words like right now. So thanks so much for watching 30 something and coming with me on this journey. See you in the next video. Bye.